Hello, if you're watching this video, it's probably because you're interested in Twitter lists. Before I show you how to manage and create lists, let me run through the benefits. First and foremost, they help you to get organized. As you follow more and more people on Twitter, your stream can get quite busy. Twitter lists also help you to segment people who you follow. You can also have lists for people you don't follow, or the list can be a combination of the two, so followers and non-followers. The lists can be used can be used for certain subjects or specialist areas. If you want to follow financial news, for example, you can make your own list, finding the sources that you like, or you can find an existing list and subscribe to it, and that way you can follow its updates. Creating lists makes it easy to monitor a group of people. If you have one for your target market, for example, it's much easier to track their conversations and respond to them. So if there's an interesting conversation you want to join in, having this list means that you probably won't miss it, and you can quite easily interact with your target market. Let me just show you on Twitter how you actually manage and create lists. So what you need to do, so basically on the Twitter homepage, if you click on this icon here at the top and scroll down to lists, if you click on lists, you'll actually get a list of all the lists that you've actually created, as well as ones that you've been added to. So these lists I've actually created with my picture on them, and where there's other pictures, these are lists that I've been added to. So I've been added to social media, search and social, and so on. And if you want to create a list, you simply click on this button here, which says create list. So you give the list a name, description, and then you specify whether you want it public or private. I'll come on to that in a second. So it's as simple as that. Create the list, and then you can actually add people to that list as you go along, or you can do it straight away. It's up to you. So let me just go tell you about this padlock. This padlock means that this list is private. It means that only I can view this list because I've created it. If it's public, like this list, for example, which has no padlock, it means that anyone can view it and anyone can subscribe to it as well. So let's go into this test list, which is one I've created for the purpose of this video. It's got 6 people in it, so if I click on it, it will show you their tweets. Alright, you can only see tweets from one person here, but here we go. There's a few other people here as well. So basically, these are all the tweets from the people in that list. If you want to see the actual members of that list, you click on here, list members. You can see all the different people that I've included. And from this list, you can see that I'm only actually following one of those people, and the rest I'm not actually following. I've just added them to a list. And then you can look at your subscribers. I mean, this list won't actually have a subscriber. You can see here it's got no subscribers anyway. 6 members, the number of people taking part. But you can, if you've got a number of members, you can see, right, who are these people who are subscribing? Should I connect with them perhaps, or what can I do with those subscribers, if anything at all? But anyway, it's there if you need it. Right, what you can also do as well, let me just show you how you can actually add people to your list as you're using Twitter on a day-to-day basis. So if I go to connect, like for example, there's this person here, Ed Goodman. If I click on him, and I click on this icon here, I can actually add him to a list, or I can remove him. So I know that I've actually got Ed as added onto one of my lists. Well, I thought I did. No, I haven't actually got added into one of my lists, but if I wanted to, I can actually add him quite easily, and he's automatically added to those lists. Let's add him to the test list. So that will have 7 members instead of 6. So he's been added to that list. So that's how easy it is to actually add someone. Let me just show you how you can actually monitor and use lists in tools such as Hootsuite. I mean, it works more or less the same as TweetDeck. Basically, what you do is you have various columns, and then you can actually add that list as a separate column to actually view those conversations separately to your main Twitter feed. So this is my home feed, which is all the conversations going on in my Twitter feed, and this is the list that I've just created, which is test lists. So as you can see, I can see these conversations individually, and it's quite easy to monitor this conversation and to make sure you haven't lost anything which might be important, for example, which might get lost in this particular feed because there's a lot more conversations going on. And what I can do as well, if I click on this person here, for example, I can add them to a list and think, right, okay, this person's relevant to this particular list. Let me add them to that list. So I can quite easily add them to the test list and then save it, and they've actually been added to that list. What you can also do, this is quite a nice feature within Hootsuite, you can actually drag people over to your list. So if I click on my actual Twitter profile, which is this one, I've got my lists here, and these are the actual lists that I'm actually using within Hootsuite. I can list all of my my Twitter list if I click on here, but I'm just listing the ones I'm using in Hootsuite at the moment. So this person here, for example, sorry, this person here, or this profile here, if I drag it over to my test list, you can see it gives you a big plus sign, and that means that I've actually added it to the list. So it's quite an easy way to add more people, more profiles to my list. So yep, so that's a brief introduction to lists and why they're useful and why you should be using them as well. So if you enjoyed this video, please click on the like button, and if you've got any questions, please ask me in the comments. Thank you.